What's going on, and welcome back. So I have a buddy of mine that's convinced that I'm the luckiest guy in the world, and that's far from the truth, especially when it comes to instruments. I think I have the worst luck in the world when it comes to instruments. I'm not kidding you. You're fixing to find out why. So take for example this Ibanez John Petrucci guitar. This thing is about 30 years old. I bought it brand new, and it worked for about a year. After a year, it stopped working. I started noticing it had dead frets. So I would like play the guitar, and I wasn't getting no notes out of the fretboard, or no notes out of the string or whatever. And I was like, what the hell is going on with this thing? I took it in, got the neck adjusted or whatever, and nothing worked. It was completely unplayable, so I put it up. And I never touched it again until recently, about a week ago. Buddy came by. He does some guitar repairs, and he adjusted the neck again, took the neck off, looked at it, and he said it wasn't the neck, it was actually the bridge right here. The bridge isn't sitting right in this instrument. I was like, okay, that's horrible, but that's not bad. That's not as bad as, the neck being messed up on this guitar. So the only place, and he couldn't do the repair because he didn't know how. The closest place from where I live that does actual like guitar repairs, like 2 hours away from here. So I was like, oh, that's great, man. Now I gotta take this thing to get it fixed. So that was the first problem that I ever had with a guitar, with guitars. I was like, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna take this thing in to get fixed. When? I don't know. Like I said, it's like 2 hours away from here. So whenever I get a chance, I gotta make a phone call, because I've talked to these guys before, and they were like, bring it in, but the latest we can see it is like maybe in 3 weeks. I'm like, oh, that's perfect, man. 3 weeks before they can even look at it. So I was like, all right. Well, it's been sitting in the case for 30 years, so 3 more weeks ain't gonna kill me. So I was like, okay. So whenever I get a chance, I'll take it in so that maybe they can get it fixed. Okay. That was my first guitar problem. Oh shit. Guitar problem number 2. My EVH PV Wolfgang. This thing has been a reliable guitar for the past 25 years. And it's played great. I love this guitar so much. I started noticing that it had a lot of static. The neck pickup wasn't working. I was like, what's going on here? So again, my buddy's like, well, it's probably the toggle switch isn't making a connection. I was like, okay. I ordered a new toggle switch. If you watched that video, I was talking about that. Turns out that I ordered the wrong toggle switch. I was like, okay, it's the wrong toggle switch, whatever. But he went ahead and he soldered the toggle switch on just to see if that's what the problem was. No, that wasn't the problem. The problem is the wiring in this instrument has gone out. So I was like, oh my god, that sucks. That really sucks, because now I have another guitar that I gotta take in to get fixed, and it'll take them another 3 weeks before they get to it. Like, oh, that's just great. So, okay. Now, it gets better. Oh, it gets a lot better. So, about a week ago, I'm at work, and I'm thinking to myself, it's been 25 years since I purchased a new guitar. I think it's time. So I get online. I go through this music company called Sweetwater. They're from Fort Wayne, Indiana. And I ordered a brand new guitar. It's a John Petrucci Signature Sterling. So a week passes, and the guitar comes in. And I'm like, yes, man, there's no better feeling in the world, according to me, than playing a brand new instrument. So I get the box, and there's a sticker on the box. And I'm going to show you. It says, I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not, but I took a picture of it. It says, "Caution, read this before opening." Now, I got this package on a Thursday at 10 o'clock in the morning. And it says, "We realize you really want to open this box and start playing your new instrument, but we strongly recommend you wait 24 hours before doing so. Sudden and drastic changes in temperature or climate can potentially damage the clear coat finish, paint, or even the wood itself, which could also impact the playability and functionality of your instrument. Waiting 24 hours before opening this box will allow the instrument to slowly adjust to your home facility temperature and climate, and will help avoid any related issues. This is particularly important during the winter months when climates are quite different across the country." So I was like, okay, now I gotta wait 24 hours before I open this box. And I get it, the guitar's coming from Fort Wayne, Indiana, it's all the way to Texas. So there is a big drastic change right there in climate. So I was like, okay. The next day, Friday afternoon, 6 o'clock, I'm thinking it's time to open this sucker up and give it a go, man. Let's take it for a ride. So I opened the box, right? And it arrives in two boxes, actually. There's a box and there's another box, and inside that other box was this gig bag that says Sterling on it. I was like, okay, this thing is well packed. And it's in this very padded gig bag. This is going to be awesome. So when I opened the box, it had this in here. You know what? Let me get it right quick. It had this little certificate in here. Or I don't say a certificate, but like a card. And the card says, "This certifies that your new instrument has passed Sweetwater's 55-point inspection and is ready to play. Thank you for your business." I was like, oh, dude, this is going to be great. And they show you the whole Sweetwater's 55-point inspection on here and everything. I was like, this is going to be awesome, man. So, and I noticed in the back of the box after FedEx dropped it off, it was kind of like, the box was a little damaged, but I didn't think too much about it. So I unzipped the gig bag. I pull out the new guitar, which is, by the way, it's beautiful. I don't know if the camera's picking this up, but it changes colors from purple to like a, I think they call it Arctic blue or something. And the first thing I noticed on this instrument is that there's a broken string on here. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, that's what I said, my son. I was like, I can't believe that it has a broken string on it. It kind of like bummed me out because I wanted to start playing it right away. And the way to put these strings in this instrument is you feed the string to the back of the guitar and it comes out through here, whatever. It's like, and it kind of bummed me out because I wasn't too sure if I had an extra string to put on there. So as I'm turning this guitar around to pull the string out, I noticed something that just completely like destroyed me. So as I'm turning this guitar around to pull the string out, there's a big chunk of wood missing off of this brand new instrument. And at the time, there was still wood falling off of the thing. I was like, dude. I was like, you have to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me right now. I immediately got on the phone and I called Sweetwater. And I told them, look, man, I just got this guitar in. They already knew. They already had all my information. I just opened it. And number one, it had a broken string on it, which wasn't really a big problem. I could replace the string if I had another one. But the problem is, I told him was it came in broken. It came in with a big chunk of wood missing. And the guy's like, no way. He's like, I'm gonna send you a text message, take a picture and send it back to me. So I got the message. I sent him a picture of the guitar. He's like, oh my God, that's bad. I was like, yeah. I was like, I don't understand how this could happen. You know, it came in 2 boxes and in a gig bag. He's like, dude, crazy things happen during shipping that you wouldn't believe. And I do believe him, because I had a guy that worked with me, and his girlfriend at the time worked for FedEx. We have a big FedEx shipping warehouse over here down the street from me. And I was telling her about how I got a PS5. This was right back when like PS5s were kind of hard to get. And she was like, did it come in broken? I was like, no, my buddies got it for me from Target. And she goes, oh, because the reason I asked was because the people at FedEx, the guys that load the trucks, some of them don't give a shit. They'll get the packages and they'll just throw them into the trucks. And people be complaining because a lot of their stuff been coming in broken. I'm thinking, well, load the damn trucks correctly, man. Don't be just throwing packages into the damn back of the truck, especially if it's like a $500, you know, console or whatever. So it got damaged during shipping. It was shipped through, this guitar was shipped through FedEx. So he goes, you know what, man? We're very sorry that happened. We're gonna send you a brand new instrument. I was like, is it the same color? Because they have red ones and they got different color ones, but this is the color that I chose because I thought it was badass because it's purple and it changes color. So I thought that's the color that I wanted. He's like, yeah, man, we got 1 instrument left. So, or one of that instrument in that color. I was like, okay. They called me today and said that it's on its way. And when the new guitar comes in, they're going to send like a return label just to stick this one back in the box and send it back to him. He goes, we're going to use this like a floor model so people can try it out or whatever, because they can't sell it like this anymore. And if they do sell it, the price is going to go way down. I mean, way down. If the dude would have said something like, look, man, we're going to knock off $500 off this guitar just because it's damaged, I probably would have kept it. But at the same time, it would have bothered me to know that this thing's brand new and it's missing a good chunk of wood. So I was like, okay, just send me the new one. So the new one's on its way. So what I'm going to do is, when it comes in, obviously I'm going to have to wait 24 hours before I can open it. But when it comes in, I'm going to unbox it on camera, just in case if it does come in broken. I'm going to have to call them back and be like, look, man, this one came in broken too. And I don't want them to think that I'm the one that's damaging these guitars just so they can send me a new instrument, because that's not the case. I want a guitar, a brand new guitar that I can play. So I'm going to film it. You guys are going to see it. You're going to see the unboxing of this new instrument. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed, man. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this thing comes in pristine condition, because I played this guitar. He said, keep the guitar and play it till the new one comes in. I was thinking, I can't really play a guitar without a string. It's like you're missing a finger. But I still played it, and I've never played a more comfortable and easiest guitar ever. This guitar is just like butter. It's just like butter in my hands. So I'm like, dude, I need this next one to come in pristine condition so I can keep it. So when the other guitar comes in, I'm going to do an unboxing, and hopefully it's not broken and all the strings are still attached to it. So like I said, if it is broken, I'm going to have to call them back, and I'm going to be like, look, man, I'm not doing this to these instruments. I have this thing on camera. I'll give them a link to the channel so they can check it out for themselves. So we'll see. You're going to get a follow-up video to this one. Hopefully it's going to be by next week, where I do an unboxing of a new guitar, and hopefully it comes in, like I said, in pristine condition. A guitar that I can actually keep and play. So we'll see what happens in next week's episode. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.